From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Monday, March 16th, 2026. I'm Steve Prentice. Payload Ransomware Group claims breach of Royal Bahrain Hospital. The ransomware gang has added the healthcare facility to its Tor data leak site and has published images as alleged proof. The group claims to have stolen 110 gigabytes of data with a release date of March 23rd if no ransom is paid. The Royal Bahrain Hospital serves patients from Bahrain, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Payload Ransomware is a, quote, relatively new cybercrime operation using a double extortion model that combines data theft and file encryption, end quote. Canadian food retailer Loblaw confirms data breach. Loblaw, one of Canada's largest food and pharmacy retailers, said it recently discovered that, quote, a criminal third party accessed basic customer information such as names, email addresses, and phone numbers, end quote. The company confirms that passwords, health information, and credit card data were not compromised, nor was its financial services arm, PC Financial. No group has been identified as behind this breach. New York cyber regulations for water organizations launch in 2027. Proposed last July and recently approved, the new rules include, quote, mandatory cybersecurity training for certified operators, incident response plans, reporting requirements, and a designated cyber lead for larger water utilities, end quote. The state of New York has created a $2.5 million grant program and is offering technical assistance at no cost. The goal is to have regulated water organizations create and test response and recovery plans that ensure continued operations in the event of a cyber attack. Telus Digital confirms breach. More news from Canada. The Canadian business process outsourcing giant Telus Digital, that is TELUS, has confirmed a security incident in which threat actors may have stolen nearly 1 petabyte of data from the company as a result of a multi-month breach. As the digital services and business process outsourcing arm of the Canadian telecommunications provider Telus, the company provides customer support, content moderation, AI data services, and other outsourced operational services to companies worldwide. This makes them, as well as other business process outsourcing companies, attractive targets due to the amount of customer and corporate data that they hold. This breach, which actually occurred in January, is attributed to the Shiny Hunters Group. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Adaptive Security. This episode is brought to you by Adaptive Security, the first security awareness platform built to stop AI-powered social engineering. Deepfakes aren't science fiction anymore. They are a daily threat. So here's a quick tip. If your voicemail greeting is your real voice, switch it to the default robot voice. A few seconds of audio can be enough to clone you. Adaptive helps teams spot and stop these AI-powered social engineering attacks, and you can learn more at adaptivesecurity.com. That's the 2 words, adaptivesecuritytogether.com. Poland's Nuclear Research Center targeted. Poland's National Center for Nuclear Research, NCBJ, says hackers, quote, targeted its IT infrastructure, but the attack was detected and blocked before causing any impact, end quote. As the main government nuclear research institute specializing in nuclear physics, reactor technology, particle physics, and radiation applications, it provides technical and scientific support for the country's nuclear power program. The center's director stated that, quote, the cybersecurity incident did not impact the operation of the Maria reactor, which continues to function safely at full power. Starbucks data breach hits employee portal. This incident was detected on February 6th as an unauthorized intrusion to the Starbucks Partner Central portal. This is used by Starbucks employees who are called partners and manages their personal information, payroll, and benefits data. A subsequent investigation found that, quote, hackers accessed Starbucks partners' central accounts after obtaining user credentials through a phishing attack that leveraged fake websites designed to mimic the portal, end quote. This incident affects nearly 900 Starbucks employees of the more than 200,000 Starbucks workers in the United States. Better Leaks to replace Git leaks as open source secrets scanner. This new open source tool called Better Leaks can, quote, scan directories, files, and Git repositories and identify valid secrets using default or customized rules. For some context, secret scanners are specialized utilities that scour repositories for sensitive information, such as credentials, API keys, private keys, and tokens that developers accidentally commit in source code. Since these are actively searched for by threat actors, this new utility, made by the same team that created Git leaks, is clearly intended to be an improvement. Salt typhoon apathy possibly killing momentum for tougher telecom security rules. Despite the fact that just 2 years ago, Chinese hackers were found to have compromised at least 10 U.S. telecoms, quote, giving them broad access to phone data affecting nearly all Americans, end quote, those in charge of bolstering the country's cyber defenses state that constituents struggle to understand why this should be a concern, thus depriving policymakers of the public pressure needed to protect the nation's telecommunications cybersecurity. Some officials speculate that cyber attacks that expose sensitive data and U.S. companies routinely collecting and selling data have left Americans, quote, numb to data theft and data for profit. So additional breaches feel like just another drop in the bucket, end quote. Have you joined us for a live Department of No show yet? I know you've heard it in your podcast feed, but if you can, please come and join us today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for the live stream. We love featuring our favorite comments from viewers like you during the show, and you can get your questions answered directly by our security leader guests. Plus, you'll get to meet some of your fellow Cybersecurity Headlines fans in the chat. So why not set a calendar reminder to join the stream on the CISO Series YouTube channel today at 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to cisoseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.